So back to the video. I got a different view. We got some light. My phone was overheating, and I don't want to just wait for it to cool down because I was using the light. But we're back to the video. Just got it from a different angle. You can see it's a mess. I took almost all the shoes out. So just continue this video. Um, let's get right back into it where I left off. So the Jordan 37 Hair, I picked this one up off of Nike. I kind of got lucky because this is the one that kind of started the whole chasing Jordan in the captions, or sneaker collection girls. With all the dunk craze and hype craze, they were releasing like some pretty basic shoes, but this one was a good steal. It's the Air Jordan 37 Hair Jordan. This is almost like a Ghost 37 because it's labeled just as a 37 on Sneaker News. But if you scroll down, it'll say the 37 Hair is actual the 37. So there's two actual 37 pairs that are released for the Air Jordan 37 for this year and 2022 mid-year. But pretty dope shoe. They kind of made it off the Hyperdunk. You have the Hair Jordan colorway. You have carbon fiber. So a little history, this shoe was never released in the OG colorway. It was a player exclusive that Jordan wore, and it was always released in a pack. I believe it was like the Countdown pack, and it was also always released as a retro. So it's pretty rare to see that shoe. Let's just go straight into like some of the heat. So this shoe, it's the Travis Scott Trainer 1 Cactus Jack or Cactus Corp Gray Haze. So you have like a stash pocket on the back, a little hits of Cactus Corporation logos here on the tongue. You have a hidden stash pocket on the tongue. You have like a shroud that goes over the shoe. Underneath, it's the Air Trainer 1 design. So a little bit about this shoe. It was never released to the public. It was canceled because of the people that lost their lives at the Astroworld concert. So they canceled his last couple of pairs of shoes. But this one was the more rare exclusive pair that was canceled, so it was never released. So it's like an unreleased Travis Scott. Pretty dope shoe. Picked this up off a Flight Club at the peak of sneaker collecting when it was like kind of dying out, the hype. So I got lucky with that one. I'm hoping that that value goes up. I'm just gonna probably sit on that shoe. So this next one is Air Force One Undefeated on your feet, kid. Colorway from the Clerk pack, no liner dunk. So you just have like this all patented leather with these like multicolors through it. Pretty dope shoe. Picked this up off of the Undefeated website. I would say that this is like a sleeper just because you don't really see this kind of colorway. Being that the dunks are coming back and everything, I had to pick this up. This is just like no reason I shouldn't have this in the collection. But you have it Undefeated Air Force One colorway from the no liner dunk. It's a pretty dope shoe. This next one is pretty rare. It was kind of hard to get my hands on these. So it's the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Spider-Verse. Nothing more to say about this shoe, but very rare release. So this shoe was like released through a shock drop release a couple months back. I didn't hit on the shock drop, so what I did was I just needed my hands on this shoe, so I ended up go ahead and waiting for the release pair on the release date, and then that one didn't obviously hit, so then I believe they kind of just had limited stock to where a lot of people thought that this was going to be an easy cop or easy shoe to cop, but obviously that wasn't the the idea or the whole reason Nike had it. So I figured it was rare. So then I went ahead and in the process, I already had like a backup plan to get this shoe off of a buyer, off a second seller or a reseller. So I had a few, and then I kind of summed it down to one person that had the shoe and had the proof of purchase and the Nike receipt. So I went ahead and picked it up from him during the process. So there's only one other pair that I've seen that was from Nike released, and it's DJ Khaled's, and then he has like the whole family size run, but his came with a special box. Mine obviously came with the red and black box somewhere over here. But so a little bit of detail on the shoe. You have this reflective translucent upper, then it goes into this like translucent swoosh sign with different colors of Spider-Man's clothing or coloring. Then you have a white base. This is like a real premium leather, almost like a interior leather. You have a cream tongue colorway for like a bit like a off-white, and then you have the sole that's like a I want to say like a settle white. So on the bottom it glows in the dark. So real pairs, if you put them under the light and you do a glow test, they will last. To where fake pairs or unauthentic pairs, the glow won't last as long, and the glow's more like a white glow. It's not like a glow in the dark. It's more like a frosty white. And then you have like Spider-Man's web from his costume material throughout the whole shoe. And then you get these dots, these red dots from his Spider-Man costume. They say it resembles his colorway being smeared from his costume into the future when he transfers into the Spider-Verse universe. So that's where they get that those red dots. A lot of people said it was a pepperoni effect from his favorite food, but that's not true. That's just facts. This is actual from his Spider-Verse metamorph going into the future. It's like kind of a smeared look. So basically, this whole Spider-Verse or Spider-Man movie, when it came out, there was a lot of releases that had to do based with the shoe. So I have like, I think 3 pairs, and then I have a 4th one that's custom coming. But there's that shoe, the Spider-Verse. So a little bit of history how I ordered this. I picked it up off a reseller from eBay. I kind of remained anonymous so that he wouldn't know what I was picking up and who was picking it up. But yeah, I got my hands on it. So this was the first released shock drop pair, and then you have the original release, which was the release date, and then you have like the actual pair that the guy created, the first pair, which was like unauthorized or in women's sizes. So there's 3 versions. So this next shoe is the Air Jordan 1 Laney High, women's exclusive, released during the All-Star game. So you have like this royal colorway with like a maize yellow or a yellow for the school Laney. I believe it's his high school Jordan attended. So they gave him like a special collaboration. I picked this one up off of Shoe Palace, just being that they get rare and exclusive women's Jordans. So I had to pick this one up. This is like a no-brainer. Very dope, very rare. So you kind of got the colors of like the yellow and blue from like a lobster dunk, and then you also have like a little bit of hit of red. So I kind of think that's where they kind of basing this off of. But obviously this is the Air Jordan 1. It's a 10.5 women's, 12. A must cop, another rare cop. Pretty dope. I was just getting kind of lucky on some of these releases. So this next one is a Nike custom ID with like different sample colors from the pigeon dunk or the low pigeon New York City dunk. So I kind of based it off of that, and then I kind of based it off the lobster and the purple pigeon. So what I did is I kind of just created the pigeon dunk with the orange bottom, the orange lining, the gray outsole, and then a little bit of hits of like sample pairs that floated around on I believe it was Sotheby's auction. So you have the inner colorway. I use like a base purple gray tone. So they give you the all leather option on the Nike ID. This is an 11.5. It's very rare. And then I kind of just put sample ID on the back, and then I put hits of like the sample colorway on the back heel tab. And then you just got like your gray upper leather. You got your orange pigeon bottom dunk colorway. Then you have your orange lining with the white swoosh. Basically just based it off the pigeon dunk, the Nike ID. It's another good pickup. So this next shoe is Air Jordan 1 Low. I want to say like special edition, or SE they call it, women's release with the split colorway. So you have like the university UNLV colorways, red and gray. And then on this side you have the reverse UNLV colorways of red and black with the split colorway. So women's size 10.5, women's 12, or 10.5 men's, women's 12. You got the Air Jordan Wings logo, got the gray bottom. So back to like the whole Spider-Man thing. This kind of relates to the Homage to Home Air Jordan 1, just in a low top and a women's. So the color pattern on the Homage to Home 1 was like a white Nike Air, which was off. I didn't understand why they put white on a Chicago for the tongue colorway, or the tongue emblem logo patch for the tongue. So I kind of just based my information off that and went with this one, because they're using the red and the black obviously for the Spider-Verse. At the time these shoes were coming out, so I based this one off of Gwen Stacy, the character from Spider-Verse, because you have like the black and red, the bad side, and then you have like the women's feature, and then the split colorway. So I kind of based it off of that, but basically like the Homage to Home colorway on this one. And then back to the Spider-Verse, or the Spider-Man. They came out with the special Soul Savvy exclusive Air Jordan 1 purple black toe colorway, or pattern color blocking. So I went ahead and picked up the utility, or the stash, in a satin gold and silver colorway. Kind of just basing it off the Prowler, the villain that's from the Spider-Verse movie, because he featured wearing this shoe. So I went ahead and picked up the original one. I picked this one up off of a sneaker boutique called Chic's. But yeah, they kind of just like let him wear this in the cartoon. This was like his shoe, his main shoe he brought out. Obviously his colorway was like a white and black, but they just animated it. But basically this shoe is based off of that. So there you have it, the Stash Air Jordan 1 high in a satin colorway. Pretty dope shoe. This shoe was picked up off of Nike website. Then I'll get into the next couple of pairs on another video.